everybody. I'm Nadeya, your enthusiastic 3S teacher, and this is Wendy that is very kindly coming to do this super hard 3S workout today. Super happy you're here. We're going to get started as always in child's pose. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So just taking a moment to center in, to relax and release yourself into the space. Forget that I said it was a hard one and just chill out for a moment. Starting with your Ujjayi breath, if it's part of your practice of breathing in and out of your nose. Constricting your throat a little bit so it sounds a little bit like the ocean. Just settle in. Making your way up into all fours. Bringing your knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders, taking cat-cows, dropping your belly as you glance up. Beautiful. Belly pulls into your spine as you exhale. Press into your arms to feel your shoulder blades separate. Going at your own pace. Reminder, this class is set to timers, so everything you do is at your own pace. You can make it super hard or you can take it more relaxed. It is up to you. You're winning just by showing up. And don't be hard on yourself if it is hard, because it's supposed to be. And let yourself be a little bit more playful with your spine if you'd like to do a little spine exploration. See where your body feels good. And come back to neutral. Tuck your toes under, walk your hands forward a little bit, and come into downward facing dog. Walk it out or do any of your favorite down dog things. So bending your knees. You can sway your hips side to side. You can fall into the outsides of your feet and rock back and forth if you want. Whatever's your jam. Come up onto your tippy toes and walk your toes all the way up to your fingers. Take a generous bend into your knees. Let your head dangle down as you grab your elbows. Your head gets heavy. Yes. Release your hands down. Start to straighten your legs. Bring your weight towards your toes as your hips glide forward. Option to glance towards your belly button if you want a little bit of a low back release. Inhale into your nose. Open your mouth for an exhale. Inhale into your nose. Open mouth. One more inhale. Open your mouth. Little bend in your knees, roll all the way up to standing. We have 3 minutes of the A series starting now. Inhale as you lift your arms up and exhale to forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga, shoulders forward, elbows back. Inhale, upward facing dog, beautiful Wendy. Exhale, downward facing dog. We go one breath per movement. Bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, flat back, and exhale to forward fold. Inhale all the way up and exhale your hands to your heart. Move it again. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, folding. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Hug your elbows towards your ribs. Up dog and down dog. If you have your own practice, go ahead and take the A series at your own pace. Otherwise, bend your knees. Come to the top of your mat. Forward folding. Exhale, flat back, and then fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, vinyasa. Vinyasa is chaturanga, up dog, down dog. You can always skip it and just go straight to down dog if your body needs a break. Ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Bend your knees and look forward. Exhale to the top of your mat. Flat back inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Going at your own pace. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. exhale. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. I'm shutting my trap. We're going to be doing it over here. Go at your own pace. You have about a minute left. You have about 30 seconds left, trying to get one more in. "20 seconds left. Do you have another in you? I don't know. And if you don't, just go ahead and come down into a child's pose. Awesome. 5, 3, 1. Okay, we're not taking a long child's pose because we're going to be going from forearm planks to knee taps. And just tapping your knees up and down. And I'll lead you through the rest as it happens. So come into a forearm plank and tap your knees and lift. 30 seconds. Great work. Look at her, she's keeping her hips nice and low. Try to pull your chest forward, pressing into your forearms to lift out of your shoulders. If you guys ever need a break, you can just put your knees down for a moment longer. You have 10 seconds to go. You're rock stars, you're a rock star. 4, 3, come up into high plank and tap your knees up and down. Same thing, just up higher. If this hurts your wrists, feel free to stay in a low plank if you'd like. You're doing great. She's trying to peek at the time. You've got 10 seconds to go. 5, 3, exhale, down dog. You have 30 seconds here, and then you're going to be going from down dog into tabletop, just knees tapping and exhaling into down dog. So stay in your down dog. It's an active rest. You're pressing your heels down towards the mat. Triceps are rotating down. Beautiful. Let your inner thighs pull you back. And then inhale, your shoulders move forward and your knees tap down, and exhale into down dog. Going at your own pace, inhales are the tap down and exhales are moving back. The movement back I want to initiate with your belly pulling in first and your inner thighs pulling you back at the same time. So your heels kind of hide away as your inner thighs pull back. More seconds. You got it, Wendy. Let's all give Wendy a round of applause for doing the workout in front of everyone. She's a killer. She likes American Psycho. 5, 4. Okay, now walk your feet all the way up to your hands into a forward fold and slowly roll all the way up into Tadasana. You can take a longer forward fold if you want. We actually have another 20 seconds or so here. So just let yourself chill out. What we're doing next is you're gonna have 20 seconds in a crescent pose. And then after that, you're gonna be moving halfway forward and inhaling up. Alrighty, you guys got it? It's not happening yet. It's like a little moment. So just take your shoulders out, roll your hips around for a second, whatever you guys want. Leave your right foot at the top of the mat. Step your left foot back and inhale up into crescent. Bring a little bit of a bend into your back knee as your right hip moves back and your left hip glides forward. And then let your pelvis scoop forward. Try to keep your arms in line with your biceps, straighten shoulders down, and then you can play with straightening your back leg. Try to bring your front ribs in. And then exhale halfway forward. And then inhale up. You have this for 45 seconds. Great work. Try to keep your right hip hugging in. If your back is hurting or you just need a little bit more support, you can bring your hands towards your heart. And if you're having trouble with balance, you can take your right foot a little bit wider out towards the right to give you a wider base. You got it. 15 seconds. Feel free to play some wild music. I got my 3S playlist if you need it. Now release your back heel onto the mat. Scoot it back a little bit more into Warrior 2. Great. So in Warrior 2, your goal is to get your right thigh parallel to the mat. So it's super tricky. You want your right inner thigh to move out to keep your knee over your toes. Beautiful. And then we are going to press into your right foot as you slowly straighten your front leg and exhale it forward. So to slowly straighten your front leg is because we're working our inner thigh and your hamstrings, and then when you get to the top, you're squeezing your glute a little, and then inhaling it forward, and exhale to squeeze. Great work. Go nice and slow and really push into your front foot so you can really feel your hamstring working as you lengthen it out. Great work. Eight seconds. Optional cartwheeling your hands down to vinyasa or straight to down dog. So if you want to chat around the up dog, down dog, that is up to you. No one will know if you don't. Unless your dog's home, your dog will know. I talk a lot about pets a lot so far in these classes. Lift your left leg up, step it between your hands, and inhale up into crescent on the left leg. Beautiful. So your back heel is off the floor. You're pressing into the big toe mound of your front foot. Again, if your arms are hurting or like your back is feeling weak, bring your hands towards your chest. Bring your front ribs in and lift your back ribs up. Yeah. And in 3 seconds, you're just going to be lengthening forward and lifting up. So we're trying to keep our hips both facing forward. So your left hip is still hugging back and in to keep your right hip rolling forward. Yeah, wider stance is just fine. You still have 30 seconds to go. You're doing great. Exhale forward and inhale up. Take your time. You can go as slow as you want or you can speed it up. It's your workout. Sometimes slower is way harder, so just know that. Trying to keep your front knee nice and bent. 10 seconds. Drop your back heel down, scoot it back a little bit more into Warrior 2. Let your back thigh press back into your back hamstring and then scoop your pelvis forward a little bit and you'll get a nice stretch in your back hip flexor. And in 8 seconds, you're going to be straightening and bending the front knee again. So in 3, 2, slowly straighten your leg and slowly bending it again. So you also have to press into your foot to pull your inner thighs together and seal in the outer edge of your back foot, pressing it into the mat like a Ziploc bag for your grapes. Keep them fresh. 20 seconds. Seven. Doing great. 3, 2, optional vinyasa or straight to down dog. Okay, go ahead and come down into your knees. Take a little bit of a break. You have a 45-second break, so if you would like to take a butterfly, you can, or you can sit with your legs wide as you are still able to see me, but stretch. So So we're going to be coming into a tabletop. You lift your right knee into your chest. You bring your knee in, lift it up, straighten your leg, tap it down, bring it behind you, and squeeze it. So I'll do it the other way because this microphone is in the way. So you lift it up, you squeeze it in, bring it out to the side, straighten, tap, and around. Okay, come on up into tabletop. Okay, take your right leg behind you and squeeze it in. Your right knee comes out to the side, lengthen your leg out, tap it down, lift it up, bring it behind you and squeeze it in again. Out to the side, straighten it out, tap and lift, bring it around and squeeze it. You're trying to lift your leg up to that point where you feel your bootay, like squeeze a little. You still have 20 seconds to go. Great work. You feel your booty? Mm-hmm. Good. Can I feel your booty? I would if it wasn't coronavirus time. Can't touch a booty if it's not your own or your lover's. Okay, now move back to down dog. And we're going to do the rainbow taps. So take your right foot to the outside of the right and then lift it and tap it to the left. Lifting and tap. So you're lifting your leg high enough again that you can feel the little like squeeze in your glute, and you're flexing your foot so your heel is pressing up. That's where you feel it. And take it up high enough that you can feel the squeeze. Going at your own pace. 15 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1. Walk your hands back to your feet. Come rolling on up to standing. You have another little break while I show you what's next. So if you want to take a little quad stretch, if you want or anything after that, you can. So we're going to be sitting back into chair. Your right leg is moving out to the front. It taps out, it taps in. You lift up and give it a little squeeze. So you're sitting back, tap, in and out, back in, lift it up, and squeeze it through the center. You still have 15 seconds. You might just be practicing. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit hard. You're really working your leg, you're working your glute, and you're also working your balance on your calf and ankle on your standing leg. So come on, sit down with me. Extend your right leg forward. Tap it out to the side, to the center. Stand up nice and straight and squeeze your leg in. And then sit back into chair, tap it out and in. Stand and squeeze. Great work. Go at your own pace for sure. You're also working your quad out. When you lift it up, try to squeeze your quad. You do that by pulling your knee up towards your hip. 15 seconds to go. And then you get a child's pose. Four, 1. Go ahead and relax from the child's pose. So we're going to be doing that whole thing again, starting from the beginning. I'm just kidding. Starting from the thing where we extend our leg back, bring it in, lift it out, tap it, and lift. So you have about 8 more seconds. So just take a little bit longer. Coming up into tabletop. Extend your left leg back. And exhale, squeeze it to your nose. Bring your knee out to the left, straighten your leg, tap your toe and lift it, and then right back behind you, squeeze it in, great. So you're getting some nice hip movement as well. You're working your belly when you squeeze your knee in, and you're working your butt as you tap it down and lift it up. So really, when you exhale and bring the knee in, pull your belly towards your spine. Straighten it out, tap it, and lift it as high as you can. Yes. Ten seconds to go. Her feet smell like lavender. And come into down dog. I'm just kidding, I can't smell them. You're taking the rainbow lift, so your left leg taps the left side of the mat and lifts up and over. Flexing your foot, trying to feel that spot where your booty ignites at the top. And you do that by pressing your heel up to the sky. You can go slow if you want, you have 30 seconds. You're trying to press your right heel. Are you doing your right leg right now? We're doing our left leg. But okay, that's fine. As long as you're doing the opposite one than the one before, it doesn't matter. So press your left heel down, press your down dog heel down, and then the other one's rainbowing. You got 8 more seconds. 2, 1, and go ahead and walk up to standing. And then this time, we're gonna be sitting back. You're letting your left leg extend out in front of you, tapping it out and in, lifting and squeezing. So you have 4 seconds to go. Opposite leg than you did before. Sit back in a chair, extend your leg, tap it in, tap it out, lift, and squeeze at the top. So your leg just isn't squeezing in, but your standing thigh is squeezing right back at it. So, you're really crunching that little area. Another Ziploc bag scenario, just zipping it up. Today's episode is sponsored by Ziploc. You guys got it, 10 seconds to go. Try to sit back into your chair, get nice and low. And up and squeeze. Sit it back. Okay, take a forward fold. You have 20 seconds here. So if you want to bend your knees a little bit and grab your elbows in a ragdoll, you can. If you just like a regular forward fold, you can. You can walk it out if you want. You can just like chill and breathe. You can text. Okay. For 1 minute, go ahead and join me. Inhale up into chair and exhale into fold. Inhale, chair, and exhale to fold. You're here for a minute, so just get used to it. Every time you forward fold, let your hips glide forward to get an extra stretch in your hamstrings. And then when you come up into chair, bring your weight into your heels, forward fold, weight in your toes, hips glide forward. If you need a break, just hang out in your forward fold a little bit longer. Halfway there. When this is over, we're going straight into the B series for 4 minutes, no break. We'll be going from chair into the B series. Wendy's like, you owe me big time. I do. 10 seconds. You guys can't even see the lighting equipment that heats us up over here. 4, 3, 2, sit back in a chair, come up to the top of your mat, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale, take your vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We go 1 breath per movement. Lift your right leg up and exhale, step it through. 1 inhale lifts you, the next exhale releases you. Inhale, up dog, and exhale to down dog. Left side, inhaling up, step it through. 1 inhale up, next exhale, release. Great to work. You're halfway done with your workout, like exactly. You can take a little break here if you want, or you can bend your knees and glance forward and exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhaling halfway up, exhale to fold. Inhale, chair, and exhale up to standing. Awesome work. That's the B series. It sucks. Inhale, chair, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, exhale, step or jump, and move through your vinyasa. So this you can go at your own pace. You can take longer breaks in down dog. Right leg lifts, exhale, step it through. Inhaling into warrior 1 and exhaling, taking it back. You can also take a 3-legged chaturanga if that's a part of your practice. Just ups it a little bit. And left side. You do your warrior 1 on each side with the vinyasa in between. We'll let Wendy take a little bit of a longer break in this down dog. If you know your B series, you can just keep on flowing, or you can press your heels down and take a little bit longer of a couple breaks. Traditionally, this is more about 5 breaths here instead of 1. Bend your knees and look forward, come to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, exhale to fold. Inhaling chair, stay nice and low, great, awesome. Exhale up to standing. Inhale, sitting in the chair. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Starting with the right side, lifting and step it through. Coming into warrior one and releasing it down. You've gotten very strong, lady. Left side. Coming up. Great work, and releasing it down. After the left side, you get to take your break and down dog if you want, or if you're like, just had your coffee and are feeling like kicking butt, you can keep moving. Otherwise, just breathe it out. You can take a little child's pose if you want. And I'll keep doing it while she takes a break. Coming up to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to chair. And exhale to stand. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, take a vinyasa. You can put your knees down as well. You can follow me or Wendy. Just go at your own pace. You can follow yourself. You can close your eyes. You have less than a minute to go. 20 seconds left, so do whatever you need to do to finish up your B series so that you can sleep at night. Whatever is tickling your pickle today. Your pickle in your Ziploc bag. 6, 3. Okay, go ahead and come into down dog. We'll take a break. You have 20 seconds. Or you can come to the top of the mat. What we're doing is we're doing our right leg forward into crescent again. We're doing this guy and this guy. So you have 5 seconds. Bring your right leg forward. Step your left foot back and just holding first into crescent. Taking a little breather. Staying still. Trying to keep your knee moving over your toe. You're doing great. Let your pelvis scoop forward, and as your back leg straightens, you'll get a little stretch in your hip. And then moving forward and inhaling up. Exhale forward and inhale up. You have 40 seconds here. Great work. You have to have a really strong low back if you're doing this movement with straight arms. So feel free to bring your hands to your heart and try to lengthen forward with your head as you move forward. But let your right hip tap in. And that's how you get a stretch in this part of your body. It's by the lengthen and the hugging in of this hip. 9. 8. Release your back leg down and open up into warrior 2. We're just going to pause here. We have 20 seconds. Lift your back arm up a little bit. Press energetically down through your palms as your fingers pull away from each other, and then relax your shoulders down. Let your triceps roll down a little, feeling your whole arms engaged. And then press into your front foot as you lengthen into straight and move back down. Make sure your knee is traveling over your ankle towards your long toe. My toe's long, but it could also just be your second toe. Try not to lean forward. Stay straight up and down. Your torso is perpendicular to the mat. Trying to look over your front middle finger. You have another 20 seconds. It's definitely hard without music, huh? Yeah. I agree, it's super hard. 5, 4, Optional vinyasa to down dog, or you can just chill out because we're taking the left side next. So if you need a little break and don't with the vinyasa, just come up to the top of your mat, take a little mountain pose, and just relax your shoulders and breathe for a moment. Or you can come into a vinyasa and be in down dog. If you're in down dog, let your left leg lift, step it through, and crescent on the left side. So if you were standing, you step your right foot back. Let your left hip hug in, yeah, great. Right hip moves forward, and then your pelvis scoops under. So you're opening your low back there, and then you can play with the straightness of the back knee, where you're trying to keep your hip open. And then moving forward, exhaling, and inhaling up. So let your head lengthen forward, and your left hip is still hugging back. I could use a hug right now, but nobody will hug me. It's a tough time to be alive. Try and go nice and slow. Really slow your breath down with your movements. Inhaling to lift yourself and exhaling to glide forward. Let your back heel drop down, step it back a little bit further into warrior two. Pause here. Make sure your knee is staying over your toes. We're pausing here. Let your pelvis just scoop a little bit and press your right thigh bone back into your right hamstring. Sealing the outer edge of your back foot, your pinky toe edge of the foot presses down into your mat. And then your left foot press into your foot as you slowly lift and squeeze yourself up into standing and exhaling it back down. So nice and slow, you can feel every part of your hamstring pull up, your inner thighs are working, and then squeeze your glutes a little bit at the top. 30 seconds to go. Doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. I'm doing great. And you're doing great. 10 seconds. Optional vinyasa to down dog, but what's coming up next is a child's pose. So you can also just take a child's pose, or if you want that vinyasa, if you're a little Benny junkie, you can take it and take a child's pose. So you have options of bringing your knees together or your knees nice and wide apart. I prefer my knees wide and your toes together, and wiggling my hips a little bit to let my belly drop down a little bit more. Next we're doing chair, horse, goddess, chair. So if you want to sit up so you can see me, you can. Otherwise you can just listen to my amazing voice. We're sitting back in a chair. You're stepping your foot out into horse. Then all you do is turn your toes out into goddess, back into horse, and step it back into chair. So we're going to be staying on one side of the mat. So our right foot's going to stay down and our left foot's the only thing that moves. It goes from chair to horse, goddess to horse, and chair. You can also keep your hands just right at your heart. Come on up. You have 30 seconds. Again, I'm going to show you chair, horse, goddess, horse, chair. Okay? 15 seconds to go. Okay. She's ready. She's got those arm movements down. Walk like an Egyptian. They don't make songs like that anymore. You're not even starting yet. Oh. I told you for 2 more seconds. Okay, sit back into chair. Step it wide into horse. Come into goddess. You have 1 minute. It's also okay to keep your hands at your heart. And you're also trying to push your booty back. You don't want your knees coming forward. And then when you transfer your toes out, keep your knees over your toes. Don't let them glide in. Halfway there. Try to get low. It should be harder for Wendy. She's been doing this whole workout. You have 8 seconds. 5, 3, great work. Now you're scooting over to the other side of your mat because you're doing the other leg now. So your left foot just stays where it is. The only thing that moves is your right foot. You have another 5 seconds to just be yourself. Okay, right foot steps out. Oh, yeah, chair. And then your toes point out. Toes point forward. Toes forward, toes out, toes forward, and back in a chair. Really focus on scooting your booty back in horse and in chair. Keeping your knees over your toes and goddess. You guys are killing it. Halfway there. Great work. Keep your butt pressing back. Try not to move your knees forward. Yep. You might not go as low, that's okay. 20 seconds. Seven, 2, 1. Take a break. Find a spot at the wall. If I didn't tell you this yet, you need a wall for this workout. We're doing wall sits for a minute and then forearm planks for a minute. I think we have 3 rounds. So 3, 2, 1. Sit back against your wall. Try to keep your feet right underneath your knees. So you can walk your feet back a little. And then try to keep a 90-degree angle here. You press into your feet to lift out of your hips a little bit, and then that way you can also hug your knees in a little so they're not pointing out. So press to lift. Knees face forward, and then let your pelvis scoop forward as your belly pulls your spine to protect your low back. Bring your hands to your heart if you like. Try not to drop your head. Just chill out, breathe in and out of your nose. This is where you really challenge yourself, where you really find out that your breath is stronger than your mind. And if it's not, just straighten your legs out for a second. It's also okay. You only have 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Come back to your mat. You have 10 seconds and then you have a 1-minute forearm plank. You only have 9 minutes left of your workout. And come down into forearm plank. Great. So you're pressing into your forearms to lift out of your shoulders, just like when we're on the wall, you press into your feet to lift out of your hips. Same sensation, you're not dropping down into it, you're lifting. Then your heels are pressing back and your chest is pulling forward in opposition. Trying to glance kind of in between your fingers. Don't look forward and crunch your neck. Try to relax your jaw. Your belly absorbs up into your back. Your thigh bones press up into your hamstrings, and then your chest pulls forward again. Eight seconds to go, you got it. You can drop your knees if you need to, but I know you can do this. 3, 2, 1. You have 15 seconds to make it to the wall. 1-minute wall sit. You're killing it. I was like, I'm gonna pick a workout with wall sits, and I didn't tell you that. 3, 2, sit that booty down. Think of it as like a break. You're sitting in the chair right now. You're supported by the wall, you're also supported by the earth, you're also supported by me and your dog. Close your eyes if you want. Imagine Hawaii. This thing is fun to do. If you need a distraction, it's a really good place to get good at that. Or you can just focus on relaxing your face, your jaw, the space between your brows and your forehead. Pull your belly in to open up your low back. Breathe in and out of your nose. You have 14 seconds. Breathe. You did it, you did it, you did it. Come back to your mat. You have a forearm plank. We only have one more round of these, so you're killing it, baby. 5. Forearm plank. Go, 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 go. This isn't a time to mess around. This is a time for a forearm plank. Make this into your meditation, focusing on your breath. You are strong. Halfway there. Ten. 4, 2, release it down. Great work, great work. 15 seconds, get to the wall, get to the wall, get to the wall. 10 seconds to go. We have one more wall sit, one more forearm plank, and then just 3 minutes of abs, and that's it. Okay, sit it down. I'll do this one with you. Fine. Press into your feet to lift up. Belly pulls in, chest lifts up, knees hug in. Smile. Give your friends a pretend high five, even though we did already high five. Seconds to go. Press into your heels, press into the ball of your foot. Lengthen through your chest and your crown of your head. 4. Great job. Come back to your mat. We have one more forearm plank. Unless you don't want to, then don't. I'm not your mom. I'm no one's mom. I'm an aunt and a dog aunt. And move back into forearm plank. Slow your breath. Try to count to 4 on your inhales and 4 on your exhales. Press into your forearms. Pull your chest forward, press your heels back. This is a good one, y'all. 3S-15. 8. 4. Great work. Come down. Yes, 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 yes. You're coming onto your back. All we're doing is some JJ abs, which is for your low belly. Shout out to JJ. He inspired these abs. So roll onto your back. Lift your legs up to the sky. Lift your arms up so your shoulders are up, and just take little pulses here. Look up towards the ceiling. Hold it up high. Bring your right foot down, and your left foot taps the right, and lift it back up. Keeping on the right side. Right, left tap, left lift, right up. Right, left, right, right. One more. Keep your legs up high, little crunches. Hold it at the top. Left leg down, right heel taps, lifts, and up. Only go as low as you can without having your low back pop off the floor. Last one. Lifting up and down. Look up to the sky. If your neck is hurting, feel free to take your hands behind your head. Bring your hands into the Charlie's Angels Mudra. Take it to the outside of your right leg and lift up and down. Hold it up. Let your right leg lower and your right leg lift. Squeeze your low abs to pull it in, exhaling on your lift. And switch sides. Hold it on the top. Left leg lowers and lifts. Lower your head down, bring your hands underneath your booty, and lower both of your legs, and exhale to lift them. Really exhaling and using your low abs to initiate the movement. For the last 30 seconds, bring your hands behind your head. We're doing straight leg bicycles. Both legs are straight, getting into your low abs. Holding on the right side, just a little pulsing here. Left side. Alternating. 10 seconds to go. And release it down. Let your knees open up towards the side. It's like a butterfly, releasing your hip flexors here, giving them a break. You can kind of butterfly your knees around if you want. Great work, Wendy. If people could give you a round of applause, I'm sure they would. Feel free to email her. Comment on her Facebook wall. Bring your knees back towards each other. Plug your right knee into your chest and straighten your left leg out in front of you. Press through your left heel. So it's like you're trying to kick me. And then bring your right knee over closer to your right armpit and squeeze it down even higher. Squeeze it in. You want to squeeze it tighter than you think you should. Bringing it back towards the center. Straighten your leg up towards the sky. Grab onto your hamstring or your calf, wherever you want. And then let your right sit bone press down towards your left heel. So it's like your right hip pushes down and it'll get deeper into your hamstring. Hug your knee in. Cross it over into a twist, bringing your right knee over towards the left. And your right arm out to the side and glancing over your right hand. I'm so proud of you 3Sers. You've really worked hard. You guys are all getting so strong, like seriously. It's only been 2 months since we've been open and you guys are strengthening up Churchill. Come back towards the second and the center. Hug your knee in again and walk your left foot up to your butt and then cross your foot towards your butt. Bring it, keep it on the mat. And then cross your right ankle over your left thigh. So you're doing a figure four stretch. So you're threading your hands in between your bottom leg. Your top foot is flexed. You pull your hands in. You grab onto your hamstring. Try to release your head down to the mat. If you're more flexible, you can grab onto your shin like Wendy is. And if you feel like getting a hamstring stretch as well, you could straighten out the bottom leg. Your right knee, the bent knee, is trying to push away from you. That's where you get the hip opener. Yeah. So you can even take your right hand and kind of press it there. That's where the opening happens. and release out of it. Just let your feet fall down for a second. You can windshield wiper them around. Just wiggle your hips a little bit. And then bring your left knee up into your chest. Press your right heel away from you. Your foot is flexed. Press and press and press in. Like olive oil, you gotta press it. And I don't know even how they do that. And then hug it over towards your left armpit and squeeze it more. Let's see if I can get one more Ziploc bag joke in here before it's over. See if it can organically happen. Bring your knee back in towards the chest and twist it, or did we hamstring it first? I think twist over your other side. Yeah, we'll do that first. So take your left knee over towards the right and lengthen out your left arm and glance towards the left. Try to relax here. You're trying to release your glutes and your back and just kind of like let this open your body up. You are so beautiful to me, can't you see? But you are. Come back towards the middle. Straighten out your left leg up to the sky and grab onto your hamstring. Try to let your left butt cheek press down to your right ankle. So it's almost like somebody takes a rope around your left leg and pulls it. Only if you want to get deeper. Don't go too deep that you hurt your hamstring. That's a no bueno. Now walk your right foot up towards your butt, and then you're going to cross your left ankle over your left thigh. Great. Bring your hands around just the left leg. It sneaks in underneath the other leg. And then your left knee is trying to press away from you. Are you moving your left knee away from you, Wendy? Yeah. So you can use your hand, but all it is even more of like, just with your mind, just feel it moving just a little bit and it'll get more intense. And if you want to straighten out your bottom leg, you can. And go ahead and release out of it. Bring your feet both to the mat, and then bring them nice and wide, and windshield wiper your knees side to side. So releasing your hips a little. Pause on each side for a moment. Just to feel any sensations that you might enjoy. And go to the other side. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Take a happy baby if you'd like. You can also release into Shavasana now if you'd like. Did you know it's Shavasana or Savasana? You can say whatever one you want. And then when you're ready, release into your Savasana. Give a little space in between your thighs. Let your feet fall open. Let your palms face up. We're not even worrying about your breath right now. You're just trying to relax and be. We do all this work to exhaust your body, to exhaust your brain, so you can just have a moment here to rest. You're welcome to turn me off and stay here as long as you want. You're also welcome to turn me on. And if you would like to end class with me, go ahead and start to bring movement into your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles, and let yourself stretch and open out. Wiggling and moving whatever needs to be wiggled or moved. And rolling over into one side into a little ball. Thanking yourself for taking care of yourself in such a really uncomfortable time, but not letting ourselves fall apart till doing the self-care, the self-awareness, and the work to come out stronger when we get to the other side. Pressing into your hand, come up into a seated position. Let your shoulders relax down your back, release the muscles in your forehead, between your brows and your jaw. Let a little curve enter into the sides of your mouth. Bring your hands into a prayer to your forehead for the right thoughts, to your mouth for the right words, and to your heart for the right actions. Thank you guys for letting me lead you in your practice. It's always my pleasure to be here for you. Namaste.
Namaste.
And thank you, Wendy. You killed it.
That was a hard one, guys.
You have to do this thing.
Oh yeah, there we go. Thanks all of you guys.
I'll be back. Come to 3S. Come to do all the 3S workouts. Love you guys.